Today we're going to be building an illuminated granite countertop vanity. For the last 3 months we've been building an A-frame cabin in the woods, and that series has been kicking our butts. We have a few scheduling delays, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go build something. But if you're interested in the cabin build, stay tuned. The next video is going to be a banger. Now, let's go build our vanity. I was scrolling the internet and I saw an installation of LED panels inside a kitchen countertop. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and today we're going to accomplish that. We are in the bathroom. This is the kids' bathroom. It's completely not done. As you can see, there's some missing backsplash. Half of it's painted, half of it's not. Let's be honest with you, it's not been a priority until today. One of the coolest ideas I've had for the boys' bathroom, because they love anything LED related, I wanted to create an LED glowing countertop. We're gonna get granite countertop, make sure it's illuminated with LEDs, but before we can get started and start crossing that bridge and figuring how to do that, because frankly, I only have the slightest idea. But first, we need to get ourselves ready for that. We're gonna demo this countertop, get all of this junk off of here. We need to move some outlets, because this is weird. Relocate some of the new electrical boxes, get power down underneath to power our LEDs. So we got some work ahead of us. Fortunately, this is going to be replaced with drywall, a bunch of tile, so we're looking good. Look at this. This is a terrible job gluing down Formica. Wow. Well, we started this project in the nick of time, didn't we? Okay, here's the layout. Irina ordered mirrors. They're gonna be 24 inches by 36 inches. We're gonna have them start where the mirror ended, because for the kids, that's a good size. Mirror's gonna go here, and then we're gonna put a sconce light over each mirror. So, we're gonna need to get rid of this electrical box. We need to run 2 circular boxes there, run the power from this or from there, whatever it comes from. And then on top of that, we need to move this outlet to be here, so it's actually more functional, and then tether an outlet in here for the LEDs. That's our plan so far. Gonna start cutting up this drywall. I don't like working with drywall. Oh. Why was there a spark? Something touched. It means there's a loose wire somewhere. So you already know these electrical boxes, they have a little spacing there to help you kind of know where that 1/2 inch drywall is. But this is a 5/8 drywall because it's an exterior wall. And then we're gonna have tile on here. So you can do one of 2 ways. Install it normally, put your tile on and get those spark ring boxes, the box extenders, or from the get-go, give yourself an extra 1/4 inch spacing to accommodate the tile that'll be coming in. And that way you won't be losing your mind when it comes down to fixing this stuff later. We got our 12-2 cable. This is the 20 amp stuff that you're supposed to use in bathrooms. Stuff's already here. We're gonna piggyback here, and then I'm gonna drop one down below. Both are gonna be GFI protected, which is right par for the course. Hey, were you wondering what happened to the whole cabin series? Well, we had a little scheduling delay, so I figured I'd finish off a quick vanity project. Hope you guys enjoying it. But I'm back at the cabin. Everything's going on. We got HVAC, we got electrical going in, and it's stinking cold here, and I don't have power except for a temporary power pole. That's way the heck up there. But here's a solution to my problem. Introducing the Anker SOLIX F3800, the most powerful portable battery bank I've ever got my hands onto. And what makes the Anker SOLIX F3800 such a beautiful piece of equipment is that this is not only a temporary power solution at this cabin, but it is also a long-term solution. You see, when the cabin is done, I'm able to have an external outlet for a generator switch to be wired into this house. So when the cabin goes and loses power, like it did today, I'm able to run essential things like small kitchen appliances, internet, gas igniter to keep us warm, and maybe even a TV circuit. So many possibilities. It comes with not only 6 120 volt outlets that also are equipped with 20 amp breakers on them, but it also has 240 volts that you can power, whether it be a dryer or power your RV camper or heck, whatever your heart desires. It's also got all the USB-Cs, USBs, powered for you. It has the car adapter here if you have anything that you need to warm up, which I do, and I'll show you here in a second. And you can expand this. So this could be either a small solution where it's like on a job site for me. It could be a temporary solution for power outages, or it could be a permanent solution for your off-grid living. You can set up all your solar panels to it. You can add an external battery expansion tanks to it, so you can have up to 53 kilowatt hours, which is strong enough to power a pool pump or get you by through a week or two. On the job site, I not only charge all my portable batteries, but I keep comfortable with it. I can stay warm with a nice hot espresso on cold days like today. This is so convenient. The Anker SOLIX F3800 is so convenient to use, and what's mind-blowing is the battery technology where it will recharge to 80% within just 1 hour. It's got capabilities of receiving 2,400 watts of solar power energy, recharging the battery in case you want to set your solar panels on top, and at the same time, you could power your EV. So if you come out to the cabin or something like that and you're running on low energy juice, you know that you have this in your garage, that you can just plug in your EV vehicle and then be on your merry way. Personally, the way I use it here is we have that one power cable that's running to this house, so I just simply plug it in for an hour, it'll recharge me, and I'm ready to use it for the entire week of all the small things I need to recharge and power up. It's super convenient to use it. You can use the Anker app to monitor the charge that's on your batteries to make sure that you never run out and you're always ready to go. So if you've been on the fence about building out your home's energy system, maybe for camping, maybe for the job site, or maybe just for rainy day power outages, check out the Anker SOLIX F3800. And right now is a great time because it's Black Friday and they have incredible deals and savings. Click the link in the description to check out. Thank you, Anker, for partnering with us and keeping us operated. Now, let's go back to doing this vanity. I was contemplating just putting a blank on here just because there's already a junction box, but then I thought, well, why not just add an outlet down the middle that's more used, and then this is like an auxiliary one. And since we're gonna give the second one here, we're gonna throw some USB on there, which I don't understand. Why are these 30 bucks? Makes zero sense to me. I mean, is the technology really that sophisticated? But, you know, you go from $5 outlet to a $30 outlet. Really cool. Here we go, moment of truth. We got power, and down below for our LEDs, we got power. Booyah. I will say I'm feeling a lot more confident now that I could rewire an entire house on the abandoned house to do little projects like this. But moving on, let's cover this up, tape this moisture barrier up, throw some drywall up, and start figuring out a tile situation. All right, gonna throw the last piece of drywall up, mud it overnight. Hopefully tomorrow morning will be ready for us to start smacking some tile on this wall. See you in a bit. Okay, I've only done this probably once before, and that is do the backsplash before the countertops are in. An average countertop, quartz granite, is usually about 1.25 inches, maybe a 1/16 or 30 seconds less. So I created my little spacer here. This is a big gamble, and I'm not happy about it, but I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that the construction gods are gonna be in my favor. The countertop should be ready probably in about a week. So we have our trim piece here for the edge here, and then most importantly, our tile. This is called Boutique Crafted Silver. The color is silver, they have it in white and gray. The idea is gonna go vertically up, and I think what I'm gonna do with this, because there's a lot of dark tones, is to do like a darker charcoal grout. That way it'll kind of pop out more than as opposed to white, what I usually go with. Trying new things today, gambling today, but most importantly, we're gonna have fun today. Get after it. Not bad, I think 3 hours total, about 35 square feet. Man, I hate small tile. I love the large format. There's a bigger format of this. I should have gotten it. This is 3x12. I should have gotten the 5x12. Speed things up just a little bit, but we're here, we're done. We're gonna celebrate. Gonna wait for it to dry overnight. Gonna go pick up some grout in the meantime, slap that puppy on, and hopefully we can get close enough to start working on this LED panel housing. Change of plans. The sink is way too big to have surface area for LEDs around. I bought 4 of these panels to go completely around, and they really would only work if these were vessel sinks. And because this is a kid's bathroom, a vessel sink is way too tall for the kids to get into. That'd probably work in like the powder room. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on this section, and that hopefully will illuminate somewhere further out. I'm gonna remove this piece right here, possibly trimming it off on the sides, and then I'm gonna put a 1/4 inch plywood underneath so that this will be recessed and these LEDs can go straight into them. I don't have a lot of room to play with. It looks like I got about a 1/2 inch here, so a 1/4 inch will basically have to do. But in the meantime, look how massive these LEDs are. They're giant. Okay, change of plans, that didn't work. This piece completely came off, so we're gonna result back to using our plywood and just sitting it down to allow the LEDs to stick out without getting interfere with the countertop and not interfering with the door. this better work. It says where's to cut, but there's all these little metal tabs that who knows what's gonna happen. But I got backup pieces in case I screwed things up. Let's first of all see if this thing even lights up. You need a driver. When you buy these, I'll link this in my description, but you also need a driver that powers it. So I bought an Amazon driver, I think like 25 bucks. Wired in here temporarily. Make sure it turns on, and then we can start soldering it. Oh, we did not screw it up. Awesome. Now, get my shrink wrap solder gun, get this thing wired in, feed it through the bottom here, and tuck it underneath. These suckers are bright. I actually have a feeling it might illuminate further out. Fingers crossed. Stay tuned. Okay, we're in good shape. I got onyx. Onyx is a type of natural stone for the countertop. It's translucent, so you can get away with doing lighting stuff like this. Here's the only problem. Onyx, being a natural stone, has a lot of natural progressions of lines through it, so it's extremely fragile. I'm gonna have Kyle come give me a hand with it. We got a brace on it, and very carefully, especially on this side of the sink, those veins are cutting through it, so please, please, please hope we don't break this, because this is gonna be very expensive. Put it right in the middle. It came out perfect. The gap is good. It fits perfectly. In fact, I gave it probably a 1/16 more than I should have, but I am happy, happy, happy with that. So I think I'm gonna cut a little drywall in here, slide this out so this will go flush with this wall, and I'll start caulking this around or siliconing this around so it doesn't move. We got to drill our holes for our faucets, install our sinks. You guys want to see me turn it on. I'm not turning on yet. You got to wait till everything's on. We're going to have lights, mirrors, faucets, throw all that stuff on. Light. Ooh, that's bright. Well, that mirror is way too big. There's not enough counter room for it. We got to exchange that. So at least we got the holes. I'll tell Irina to switch these out for something a little bit skinnier. All right, guys, I am really excited how this turned out. Now, being my first project, I knew it's not gonna be so perfect, so I added some LEDs along the edge here from the inside out to give it more illumination, but the sides are still not getting as much. So I think in the future, if I'm gonna try this project again, I'm gonna go with a vessel style sink. That way there's only one small hole and I can cover the entire perimeter with all LED panels, which I think will work so much better. So if you're gonna try it yourself, do it with a vessel sink. That way you don't make the problems that I ran into. Thanks so much for watching these videos. If you like more home improvement projects, make sure you're subscribed. And in the meantime, here's a video I think you might enjoy.